Tony McDonald in the afternoon. Time to meet an artist now who has a fair share of milestones in his career. He won the X Factor in 2009, the second series of Pop Star to Opera Star in 2011, and even landed the lead role of Joseph in the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And now, Joe McElderry is back with new music. To date, he's released 5 top 20 albums. 2 of them reached the UK top 3, and he's sold over 2 million records worldwide, and he's back with a banger. I've been chatting to Joe about this new release, Love. It's upbeat. It's a stormer of a song, but the lyrics really are quite poignant.
Well, yeah, I wrote this song about 7 years ago, actually, and I was on tour at the time doing a run of kind of concert dates, and I decided to kind of put the song in the show last minute. So me and the band rehearsed it, we went out that night, did the song, and it kind of had this like warmth from the audience that people almost felt like they knew it before they'd heard it. And so I kept it in the show for quite a few years, and it became a little bit of a kind of live staple in all of my shows, actually. People would say, oh, will you release this song? And we'd love to hear a recorded version. But the demo that I'd done was not really how I wanted it to be. So I went back in the studio at the beginning of the summer and rewrote some of the lyrics and kind of changed the arrangement, made it a bit more anthemic and added some strings and made it a bit more emotional and kind of... The lyrics are very much about celebrating people and celebrating yourself and being true to yourself. And also, you know, I think especially this week alone, with everything that's going on, I get more and more baffled by everything that goes on in the news. Treating people with love and kindness and acceptance and celebrating people and just letting people be who they want to be and being kind, you know?
Yes, that hashtag be kind seems to pop up every so often, and you think, yeah, come on, just give people space to be themselves. Yeah. If you've got a different opinion, fine, but you don't need to be going public or going on social media and trying to tear people down. Why?
100%. And I think, you know, in this day and age, it's become quite like cool to like be horrible to people. And I think, when did we get to this point where like people just want to say horrible things? I'm like, share the love. Share the love, and it takes a lot less effort to be kind than to be horrible to people. I'm like, why can you be bothered with that?
I was going to say, it's too much energy to be just like that with people. It's like, just chill. But yeah, it's a great message that the song preaches. And there's also a sprinkling of Kylie-linked magic on it, isn't there?
Yes. So Guy Massey, who mixed Kylie's big hit she's just had, Padam. Yeah, he worked on my last few singles. So I was like, can you sprinkle a bit of Padam on mine, please? Because I quite like my song to go as viral on TikTok as Padam did.
And I like the way you've celebrated the release of this by having a dip in the sea. But why? Why do it that way?
Well, I do love cold water swimming. I genuinely do enjoy it. And I've done it for years. I go to the Lake District and I love like swimming in the lake. I live right near the sea, so I sometimes go down in the sea. If I've been for a run, I'll go for a little dip after. But it is freezing. Like I'm not going to lie, it is freezing, but weirdly, I really enjoy it. And a local Instagram community up here called the Dip Club, they do like 4 scheduled dips a week, and they've got like loads of members. They just sent a message on Instagram and said, we saw the music video and we love that it was shot on a beach and people having a celebration and a party, and would you be interested in coming to... I think they probably thought I was going to say no. Would you be interested in coming down and launching, like doing an alternative single launch with us? And so I was like, absolutely. Like normally you go to a single launch and you stand in front of a press board in a nice posh cocktail bar. And I've done that and it's lovely. But I'm like, this is my vibe, like something different, something not expected. So we went down. It was 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Everyone was dressed up. They had party cannons and ribbons and colourful, glittery swimming costumes. And they played the single. Everybody danced on the beach and we all ran into the sea. And it was just a really different way of doing things. And it felt really good. It was like people... It kind of summed up the message of the song. People celebrating each other and sharing the love and just like... living your life and having fun. It was a brilliant morning.
Yeah. You're indoors at the moment, though, in the warm, with your Celebrate the Music tour. What can people expect when they come and see you?
Well, the show is a real kind of celebration of kind of my 5 albums that I've done over the years and new stuff. We obviously performed the new single, some new covers in there, and the second half is kind of a real just party. I think people just want to have a great time and come out and enjoy themselves. So the second half, we do this really fun thing called Joe's Roulette, where the video wall is like a big spinning, almost like a Las Vegas, the spinning roulette game. And it fires out a song at random in front of the audience, and we have to literally perform that song. And it either is one of the best moments of the show or the most embarrassing moment for me if I don't know the lyrics. But weirdly, the audience seem to prefer it when I don't know the words. Which I'm not sure is a compliment or an insult.
I think I've seen a clip of this on your Facebook page where you did end up just making up the words, and it was brilliant doing it off the cuff because you made it about the show and the place and where you were. I thought that's quick thinking.
Well, we did. It was "Living on a Prayer" by Bon Jovi,
that was it.
And I thought I know the first verse of this and I know the chorus, and as it was getting to the second verse, I was thinking I cannot think what the second verse is. So I thought, well, we're here now. I'm just going to look into the audience and make a song up on the spot. But the audience, I think people enjoy when they feel like they're getting something that they didn't get at the last night's show. So it's always a really fun. It's a terrifying experience for me, but in the best way possible.
He came up with some lyrics really quickly off the cuff, and it's a skill. Part 2 of my interview with Joe is coming up before 4:30 this afternoon. If you want to go and see him live, the nearest dates to us will be Birmingham Old Rep on the 19th of October. So what's next week? And you can find out more details on his website, joemckelderryofficial.com. 10 in the afternoon, 21 minutes past 4. Back to my chat now with former X Factor winner Joe McElderry. He won the series in 2009. 14 years. Where has that time gone? It's crazy. He reached number 1 in the charts with his cover of Miley Cyrus's hit The Climb. Joe was mentored by fellow Geordie Cheryl and even beat future star and runner-up Ollie Murs at the time. We spoke about his current tour and his new single Love earlier on, but I wanted to know, is the stage still Joe's happy place?
It is. I've had the summer off, actually. I kind of scheduled the whole of the summer off, and I went on holidays and kind of did a bit of travelling and things. And I got back on the tour I think it was 2 Fridays ago we opened the tour. And I stood on stage and, it was lovely because I went out, the audience were there, they were loving it. And I thought, God, I've missed this. I'd had just a long enough break to kind of come back and go, this is there's nothing better than doing your own shows and having people come along and share your music with you. And I feel very blessed that 14 years down the line that I can still do that, because that's a long time in the music industry, and people underestimate how ruthless the music industry could be. So I feel lucky that I still get to do something I love on a regular basis. It's very special.
And your career has been so varied since winning the X Factor. I can't believe it's 14 years as well. 4 top 10 albums, 2 million records sold worldwide. You did musical theatre, your foray into opera with pop star to opera star, George Michael tribute tour, and recording with Dionne Warwick. And how do you feel when you reflect on all that?
It's crazy, because half of it, like things when you just mentioned even recording with Dionne Warwick, obviously I do remember that, but then it's not until somebody actually says it, I'm like, oh my God, yes, I did do that, because you kind of end up on a treadmill of work sometimes, and I'm sure it's probably the same for you. You do a show, you run to the next thing, you do this, you do that, and you rarely ever get kind of chance to kind of digest things and go, oh, that was really cool. So it's always nice when you hear it back when it's listed, and YouTube's lovely. It was funny actually. I had a friend visiting the other night, and we sat and had dinner, and we were just on YouTube looking at a Girls Aloud concert or something. Just in the background, and a video that popped up on the thing was the winner's story of X Factor.
Oh yeah.
And I've never seen it. I've never seen it, and I think people think it's stupid, but honestly, I've never seen it. And we were watching it, and it was just crazy because you're like, it's like a different time, and I'm seeing things that I never saw back then.
And what was it like singing with her? And do you follow her on social media at all?
She was and is a legend, and she was so lovely with me. And I went down to Cheltenham to record the song with her, and she was doing, I think, the Cheltenham Jazz Festival, and I went in and we just had the best time ever. She was just a wonderful, wonderful performer. And then I got to sing the song with her at the Royal Albert Hall that we'd recorded for the World Hunger Project. And somebody like her music has been like the soundtrack to my life without even realizing. She's had so many hits that have spanned so many decades in such an incredible career. So when you're stood in the room, like next to somebody, stood opposite you, like that slippery Dionne Warwick on a microphone, singing in front of me, I'm like, I don't know if I can cope with this.
You need to follow her on social media as well, because her X account or Twitter account, whatever you want to call it these days, is very funny. You don't want to mess with Auntie Dionne.
She doesn't take any rubbish off the drawers. She's great.
She does not. She's not. But looking back now, what words of advice would you have for your teenage self who won the X Factor?
You know what? To just enjoy it. I think I'm at a stage now in my life, and like as I'm older now, I'm 32. I have I have a really nice, I think, relationship with the industry in the sense of that I see it for what it is. I enjoy it and I do the best to my ability that I can always do, but I don't it doesn't consume, I don't get stressed about it as much now. Like I try and just have as much fun, because I think back in the day, I was trying to learn about the industry and I was under a lot of pressure at a very young age, and I used to stress about things that really don't matter. And I think I'd probably just go back to myself and be like, you'll still be doing this in 14 years' time. Don't stress about that. That doesn't matter. And you'll laugh about all of those things in time. So, yeah, just to enjoy it.
Indeed. That was singer-songwriter Joe McElderry with Tony in the afternoon. You can find out more of the tour details. His date in Birmingham is coming up next week. But if you want to see any more details, it's on joemckelderryofficial.com. Let's hear that new song, shall we? Joe McElderry, LOVE.
Breathe fire, share your sparkle inside. Complete the circle, colors shine, so others can believe. No fear, don't dampen your brightest spark. Get your stamp on, no one does begin you like you do. Your heart is saying something, listen close.